Hey, what's up, guys? This is the reviewer here, and today I'm going to be talking about the first Lego movie. With the second one coming out this weekend, I haven't seen it yet. Hoping to see it soon and then review it and everything. So I thought I'd rewatch this movie, just get, I guess, refreshed. And you always forget how good this movie is. Like, this movie is just awesome, even though it's like a kids movie. This movie is really good. So it opens up and it starts with Vitruvius and Lord Business, and Lord Business is trying to take the Craggle, and he takes Vitruvius's vision, and Vitruvius is blind throughout the whole movie. And Vitruvius tells his prophecy that one day there will be a special who's gonna save everyone from Lord Business's wrath. And so then we see Emmett like 8.5 years later. And he's doing like his morning routine that he does every day. He follows the instructions. He gets showered. He watches TV. He does. It's basically showing that he's just this ordinary guy. And we see that President Business talks kind of suspiciously about Taco Tuesday, which comes back later in the movie. And so at this point in the movie, we've seen Emmett use instructions the whole time. And so when he's at his job at the construction site, he loses these instructions and he goes chasing after them, and he sees Wyldstyle, and he falls into this pit where he finds the piece of resistance, which is on him for the whole movie. So he passes out and he wakes up in a police station getting interrogated by Bad Cop, and Bad Cop shows him that no one really cares about him, like no one really notices him. And, this was a sad moment. Like, you had already started to really like Emmett, and he thinks that he has all these friends, and he kind of just doesn't, which, makes you sad. And so they try to melt the piece off Emmett because they don't want anyone having their hands on the piece of resistance. And Wyldstyle, she comes in, and she beats everyone up, and she saves him, and she, master builds a motorcycle for them to escape with. And so they escape through this secret tunnel, and they end up in the Old West, the first, world or village. And Wyldstyle kind of tells the backstory of how Lord Business took out all the master builders, and there's only a few left who escaped through some tunnels. And so Lord Business uses the Craggle on Bad Cop's parents, and he takes away the good cop part of Bad Cop, because at this point we'd seen Bad Cop kind of shift between good cop and bad cop, but then now it's just Bad Cop. So Emmett and Wyldstyle, they meet Vitruvius in a bar inside the Old West, and Bad Cop, he comes to the bar to find Emmett and Wyldstyle and Vitruvius, and they escaped, and they're saved by Batman, and we find out that Wyldstyle is dating Batman. And then so they all head to Cloud Cuckoo Land, where they meet Unikitty, and there's a meeting with all these master builders, and we meet Metalbeard, and no one really believes in Emmett. And I think this is kind of props to the producers, because they really did a good job creating him as an ordinary guy who we could believe do special things, and at least for the kids, it makes them kind of believe in themselves. And so Cloud Cuckoo Land gets attacked by Lord Business's crew, and when they escape, they meet Benny, and they try to build a submarine to escape Cloud Cuckoo Land, and they escape, but all the other master builders are captured, so there's only seven people still on the run. And so the submarine explodes, but the double-decker couch saves them, and they work together, and Emmett gives this good speech about how they need to work together after they're picked up by Metalbeard. And he comes up with this plan to invade the skyscraper. And, when they're in the skyscraper, all stuff's going on, and Emmett and Wyldstyle are kind of having a heart-to-heart. And, from a movie-making perspective, she does have a boyfriend, so it might not be great having to do this. But, I mean, it's a kid's movie. It doesn't really matter. And so when they're in the skyscraper, Vitruvius dies, and everyone gets captured, and Lord Business freezes everyone with the Craggle. And I guess it's because he wants order. And so Vitruvius comes back as a ghost, and he gives Emmett like this whole speech about how he made up the special prophecy, but Emmett can be special if he believes. And so Emmett jumps off the big skyscraper to save everyone. And so the crew tells everyone to like build what they want. And this is where the good message of the movie comes. Like, you should be able to be creative. And so Bad Cop joins the team, and Benny gets to build a spaceship. So everyone kind of has not really their arc, but like what they've been wanting to do. And so then they cut to the live action stuff, which I think this is hard to pull off. I think they did it pretty well with having the kid and his dad, and how the dad is actually Lord Business because his dad wants to have everything the same, and so does Lord Business. And then, and so, and this becomes pretty clear because, like, when the dad is messing with stuff, that's when, like, the micromanagers are messing with stuff. So it's pretty clear. And so the kid brings Emmett back to the Lego world, and Emmett starts seeing what master builders see, so he's now a master builder, and he makes, like, this construction fighter, and then the movie pretty much closes off with both the dad and Lord Business, or you can call them the same person, realizing that it doesn't all need to be in order. You can have fun with the different pieces, kind of like the sun showed. And so we see the piece of resistance is actually the cap of the crazy glue. And Emmett and Wildstyle, they end up together, and the kid and the dad play together. So all the storylines just come together in a way that I really liked. So overall thoughts, I thought this was a super good movie. Like obviously it's not perfect because it's a kids movie, so some of the like jokes and stuff is going to be, I don't want to say like stupid, but sometimes but most of it was pretty funny, and they did a lot of like meta humor using like the Lego bricks in different ways, which was the whole point of the movie. It's really creative the way that it all went together, and it looks fantastic. And it's written really well. Emmett's a character that you like a lot, and Chris Pratt is just a really likable guy, and so having him voice Emmett was probably a step in the right direction. I guess some of the like mixed stuff with this movie was nothing's really come to mind with mixed. Maybe probably just how like, jeez, I don't know. I can't really think of any like negatives with this movie. Like it's just a lot of fun, honestly. So yeah, I mean that just shows how good this is. When I can't even really think of anything wrong with it. I mean, I guess it's a little rushed. Like it kind of just goes like first act, second act. Well, there's not really much of a second act. Like you kind of meet all the characters, and then they all take down Lord Business. There's not really much of a second act. I guess you can make a case for like what happens on Cloud Cuckoo Land, but other than that, there's not much of a second act. I'm gonna give this movie an A-. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited. I hope you watch this. I'm excited to see the new Lego movie. I'll probably put out a ranking of the Lego movies so far this week, and then I'll talk about the Lego movie too, and then I'll probably start talking about some Marvel stuff with Captain Marvel coming out. I don't know. We'll see. So thank you guys so much for watching. This has been The Reviewer. Consider hitting that like and subscribe button, and keep watching movies.